Some beneficiaries are about to lose more than $60 from their weekly pay, despite demand for food banks and emergency assistance being at record levels. The government doubled the winter energy payment this year to soften COVID-19's economic hit, but it will run out on the 1st of October. Beneficiaries and welfare advocates say the costs and stresses of COVID aren't going anywhere in just a month's time and are urging the government not to cut the extra payment. Our cameraman Simon Rogers and reporter Nita Blake-Persen filed this piece.
For Otara woman Agnes, grocery shopping can be a stressful time.
Honestly, I hate shopping. It sucks that you have to go and sort of buy all the second meats and second fruits and, vegetables and stuff. It's maybe once in my life it'll be nice to sort of buy, some really, really flash-ass meat and some really expensive, food in the supermarkets and stuff. But
Agnes and her 2 kids are supported through the job seeker benefit. Receiving double the winter energy payment over the past 4 months has boosted her income to $250 a week, but it's still not enough.
It's impossible for anybody, especially when you have a family with 2 or more children in it, sole parent with children, couples with children, especially our kaumatuas, our koros, our whaias, and our elderly parents. It's just unrealistic.
She says an extension to the payment would be hugely helpful.
The ones that are always having to miss out are our kids, so we want that to stop. The winter energy payment needs to be extended, especially with the pandemic happening at the moment. The government, especially our Minister of Finance and our Minister of Social Development, should see the struggles that everybody is living in at the moment and start giving a damn about us and the people.
The Child Poverty Action Group and Auckland Action Against Poverty are both backing Agnes's call.
It was doubled this year, not because of winter energy, but because of COVID. The cost of living is a deep concern, and this payment goes a little way to helping our most financially vulnerable.
Child Poverty Action Group researcher Janet McAllister has been crunching the numbers around how different households will be affected come October 1st. Incomes for all households receiving benefits and or superannuation will drop by $63 a week for families and couples and $41 a week for single adults. And for context, the weekly income for a sole parent with 1 child renting in a low-income suburb in Auckland is currently $25 below the poverty line. Next month, that will drop to $90.
Most of our most financially vulnerable families with children, they already don't have enough money. And come the 1st of October, their income is going to fall off a cliff. $63 a week for families with children who have very little is a massive amount to be missing.
Lengthy queues at food banks in recent times reveal some of the huge struggles families face. The number of beneficiaries rose by 12% in April, the biggest jump in 24 years. The chair of the government's own welfare expert advisory group, Cindy Kiro, says the welfare system simply isn't working.
I don't think there can be any doubt that when people are so desperate, when they're prepared to almost sacrifice their dignity to go and stand in a queue for hours to get food to feed themselves and their family, there's something wrong.
She says boosting the winter energy payment isn't the complete answer, but it's a start.
Whatever justification you want to use to pay people who desperately need more money is fine by me. You can call it a COVID wage extension, you can call it a COVID hardship extension, you can call it a winter payment, I don't care what you call it. But the justification really is to be able to put people who are in a period of hardship in a really difficult period until some of the other policy settings can be sorted out, to give them a bit of a boost.
However, Social Development Minister Carmel Sepuloni says there are no plans to keep that money going.
Not the only measure that we've taken as a government. There was a huge investment, over $5 billion with the families package. We this year have indexed benefits to wages, which will see them increase, which has seen them increase. We did increase benefits. We introduced the Best Start payment and a range of other things. So when you look at some of the scenarios, perhaps even just looking at sole parents on benefit, compared to when we got into government, sole parents, about 85,000 sole parents are on average about $101 better off than what they were when we first took office. So there have been improvements across the board as part of our overhaul.
But Agnes says that's not enough and is warning that the dire need for the basics will only get worse in a month's time.
If they think things are bad now with people asking for emergency assistance such as food grants and also people getting assistance from food banks, they think it's hard now. Imagine what it's going to be like when the winter energy payment stops.
For Checkpoint, Nita Blake-Persen.